I will come back again to another video lecture on C# programming, and in this video lecture, I'll go ahead and walk you through on the use of Visual Studio Code IDE. Alright, so I have taught you how to use the Visual Studio IDE by Microsoft, and now we're going to look at Visual Studio Code. Is another IDE by Microsoft, and I've told you that if you have these and you also have the other one, there's no need installing both of them on your system. But if this is what you have alone, because it is a lightweight application, I'll go ahead and walk you through on how to use this. It's very simple and very straightforward, and doesn't consume most space on your system. So the very first thing you see is a welcome window just like this. So what can you do with this? The first thing you need to do is to go ahead and install C# on this, because this IDE can be used for other programs like Python, JavaScript, PHP, and C and CSS, and C++. Go ahead and hit on more to see show more language extensions. Go ahead and hit on more right now, and you can see it will open extension marketplace. So here you have seen like Python is there, it enables C/C++ and other programming languages, and down here you can see C# for Visual Studio Code. You can go ahead and hit on install. So click on install, and that is installing. It says Microsoft C# blah blah blah. Just with a twinkle of an eye, it will go ahead and install. And once it is installing, you can see this moving up here to show is installing. Can you see that? It has installed, and it doesn't take much time. But I'll make sure this stops moving so that we can be able to move on together. Alright, so once it's finished installing, you can see installed, tick correct, and we can uninstall that if you want. Alright, so I don't see the reason why you are going to uninstall that. Now you can go ahead and close this if you want to close that. And here you can see installing C# dependency, downloading packages. So you have to enable this to download all the C# packages for you. So you have to exercise patience and make sure these things work out fine, okay? Because if you don't do that, you're going to encounter problems. So you have to have a little patience and make sure that everything is installed. So now you can see that this has finished. You can see installation, it is installing C dependency, downloading packages, and finished. So if you don't get this, please don't stop, because you must ensure that you install everything. Alright, so now the next thing, can go ahead and hit on terminals, and let's check out the terminals. So at this moment, we've not ever created any program. So the store you have at the terminal, then go to your desktop or any part and create a folder. So I created this folder right here, and the name of the folder is C# programs. So create any folder where your programs will be. Alright, now if you've created that, now what you need to do is you have to go over to Explorer. We don't have any projects. They have not yet opened the folder. So click on open folder right now, and click on C# programs and select folder, and that folder will be right inside here. Alright, so now you can see that we have this folder C# programs right there. Okay, that is the folder where I'll work with V. And if you go to that, let's open this. Nothing is inside here right now. Okay, so let's go back. Now, the other things you need to do before we go ahead and start creating project is you can change the color, the theme color. You can change this maybe to red or any color of your choice. But I'm going to stick to the defaults, that is the dark. So you can change this anytime. Then you can go ahead and find and run all the commands. And all this work you choose, you click on any one of them, so that self-explanatory. The settings are all here. You can click on the settings and check out all of them. So anyone you click, it should go over here to the marketplace and get that for you, alright? So go back to this point, go Explorer, hit on Explorer, and here, this is what you have. Go here and click on Terminal, and let's create new terminal, alright? So create new terminal, and here on terminal, you can go here and hit .NET, go here and say .NET new console, and hit on that .NET new console. Go ahead and do that. You can also go ahead and close this will come up right here. So you can see the template console application was created successfully. If you go ahead and run this down. So if you don't have .NET SDK installed, you can't be able to do this. I mean, this is to make sure you have a .NET SDK that's stored in your system. If you don't have .NET SDK on your system, you're going to see an error message that will be in yellow color printed out for you. And now that you have created this console application, let's go back to the folder and check it out. So coming to the folder, I can see C# programs and double click on that. And you can see program.cs. So now you have been able to create a program, okay? Now go ahead and minimize that and go back to C#. You can see program.cs right here. And if you followed me right in the previous lecture where we introduced the hello world for C# in Visual Studio, you can see we have program.cs created for us. And here I want to write a hello world project. Okay. So I'm using the terminal to do that. You can create this, go to the new, you can do that on a new file, or you do that right here. But the why I am doing this here is to ensure that you install the SDK, because if without installing the SDK, you are not going to run any project. Now, go over here and write .NET .restore. Say .NET restore and hit enter. So if you install that properly, it's going to run properly. You can see that restore completed. And now let's go here and say .NET run. .NET run and hit enter. So down here you can see Hello World project is created right here. Can you see that? Hello World project is created down here. I hope that is really very cool. And you can go here and double click. These are our programs, and if you double click on that, you can see Hello World project is inside here. So we'll run this through the terminal to make sure that it's really working out fine. Okay, see that? And this is exactly the same thing we have the place in the previous lecture. So I told you that if you want, you can be able to use Visual Studio IDE, or go ahead and use Visual Studio Code. Check it out. We have using namespace that is created for you, and namespace C# programs, because that is the folder we save that. Okay, and that is the name of the program, and the class is program, because we didn't name this, we didn't create that from here. So you can always go over to files and create this by yourself, and you save this by yourself. So go ahead and close that. So someone else can be able to do that by going to new file and do that by yourself. Now you can see that you can go ahead and remove everything right inside here. And let's say we come to C#. Welcome to C# programming. Now, here we come to C# programming, and you can be able to run this program. Now let's go ahead and debug this program. Go ahead and hit on debug right here. So if you hit on debug, you can see this start debugging. Click on start debugging, and if there's any problem, it's going to let you know. This is a .NET. So if your code is debugged successfully, down here you can see welcome to C# programming, because that is what we write inside here. And if you change that, anything to print it out for you. So you can see that is really very sweet and it's working out very fine. Okay. So I hope that is really very interesting. So in this way, you can be able to use Visual Studio Code to actually create projects in C#, just exactly the same way you do that using Visual Studio IDE that we installed previously. So for people who are going to follow me, please go ahead and try out this, and ensure you installed .NET SDK in your own system so you don't run into a problem, because if that is not installed, you're not going to dictate .NET. Alright? So I believe that is really very cool and very straightforward. But if you're confused anyway, or you are not sure of anything, please let me know by using the question and answer section, and I'm going to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much, and I'm going to see you in the next video lecture.